Good day, everybody. Peace, love, and harmony to you all. I am the skipper, and I'm out here in the heart of nature, just raising the frequency. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Right now, I'm chilling in a cave because we got a lot of purification taking place, right? We got a lot of purification. Water, one of the most vital sources for life, one of the most vital sources for purification, also vice versa as the sunlight. You know, it does the same thing. It replenishes the land, it replenishes the earth, it actually gives the plants the water and the nutrients that it needs to grow strong. This is why we as humans are also very similar to plants. We need the nutrients from the rain, we need the nutrients from the sun to grow strong. And so, hey, I decided today, for the second half of this day, it's going to be rainy. Balance, my friends. Sunny early, brand new, brand nice. Hey, and we got a lot of rain coming in the later half of the day. What a beautiful time to be out here in the heart of nature. I'm not in the rain because I can't make this video in the rain. But hey, I'm chilling in a cave right now, sheltering in a cave. And today's message, I'm here to dive deep into purification and cleansing of the body, connecting the body and the mind together as one, connecting the body, mind, and the soul together as one. You know, using foods and, you know, just explaining, going to be diving deeper into explaining what are some good supplement food sources, you know, how to clean your gut, how to feel more healthier, how to feel more energized, how to be more, you know, in tune to your body. So what a great synchronicity that the rain is flowing for this message, the water is flowing for this message, which is a great indication to say to you guys, hey, the waters of the body are flowing, which is the waters of the earth are flowing. It's purifying the land, and it is refreshing the land, it is cleansing the land, because this is what the source of water is for. So now, let's dive straight into today's message. And I want to start off with a little story for you guys. What influenced this message for me. Now, as you guys know, for those of you who have been consistent watching my channel, I made a live where I spoke about, you know, candy. The truth about Halloween, where I was sharing, you know, sugary sweets to disconnect you from your higher self. And I myself dabbled in some artificial sugar, which was brown sugar, in some lemon juice. Hence, the day after, I suffered with brief fragments of memory loss. And this is something that I became aware of because I misplaced my phone, then I misplaced my keys, and I was like, why am I misplacing so much things today? Like, and why can't I remember where did I put them? And then my feminine nature, the nurture of my soul, the one who is in charge of my body, said to me, well son, remember you drank a cup of lemonade and it had sugar in it. And what does sugar do to the brain? Well, I was like, okay, shit, yeah. Memory loss. That's what sugar does to the brain. It affects your brain's memory capacity. So hence, because I'm aware and because I'm in tune to my senses and because I'm always listening to my feminine nature, you know, when she is sharing information with me about my body, I'd be like, well, I didn't know this, you know, but I still felt like dabbling in it because, hey, I was like, what harm can it do? Well, it made me, I misplaced my phone, I misplaced my keys, and you know, I suffered with a little bit of short-term memory loss. until the sugar was purged out of my system, until the sugar was, detoxed out of my body. So this is why I also shared a message about, using natural honey, not from genetic bees, but from black bees. Also using other sweeteners that are not artificial sugars, like staying away from soft drinks, staying away from, fake juices that has artificial sugars, even sugary sweets and snacks that have artificial sugars in it. Now I didn't dabble in that, it was just lemon juice, which had natural live enzymes from the lemon, but the sugar still had an effect because yet again it had sugar in it. So this experience, this story just really and truly shows me that, hey, the more we listen to our feminine nature, the more we tune ourselves into our body, the more we learn about our body, and the more we know what is the right thing to do, the more we find out the truth of our body. Hence why the matrix, the system has taught us a lot of backwards ways of living, has programmed us to, believe that certain things that we are eating is good for us, certain things that we are eating, woo, feel that on the rolling, certain things that we are consuming on a daily, just because we are accustomed to consuming those things, are affecting us mentally. And this now puts a lot of, strain on our body also. So the energy that it will take now to clean and cleanse, whereas your body could have been directing that energy elsewhere, it now needs to be placed on, fighting off bacteria, fighting off things that are harmful for the body, and that, my friends, is why, we need to be careful of what the matrix tells us that we should be eating, and what we know intuitively, tuning ourselves into our feminine nature, what we should be eating actually, by listening to our feminine nature, by listening to what our body is telling us. And it's like I say also, you all don't have to listen to me, do you? I am just here to raise the awareness. Now, today I actually wrote down some supplements also, for protein. My source of information came from Ralph Smart in Infinite Waters. This is also my mentor. He also has been mentoring me in foods also, and I also have my own experience in listening to my feminine nature, listening to my body on, what I should be eating and what I should not be eating. So not all my information will come from him. My information will also come from me listening to what my body is telling me is beneficial for me and what is good for me, listening to that feminine nature. So before I dive into what I have written down, I also want to speak about another experience that is actually a recent experience, where yesterday I consumed some popcorn. Popcorn, right? Because I know popcorn doesn't have anything in it, but hey, it's still, a form of dead food. It doesn't have any nutrients, it doesn't have any live enzymes, it has literally nothing in it. Like nothing beneficial to the body whatsoever. So when this goes into your system, it just sits there. Now your body is left like thinking, what to do with this? Like, what to do with it? I can't do nothing with this, I can't get nothing from this. So the body now has to take live enzymes, living cells, healthy cells, to break down that food to get rid of it, right? And I was like, hey, it's just popcorn, nothing bad wouldn't happen. Oh boy, my body was like, nothing bad wouldn't happen. She put me down today. She put me down for the count because I ate a lot. I ate a big bowl of it too. She was like, because you know what you're doing, and because you still ate that much, I'm gonna put your ass in solitude today. I'm gonna put you down for the count. I couldn't move. I'm eating some popcorn, boy. I was like, nah, boy, you're joking. Yeah, I interact with my feminine nature like if I am literally talking to a whole other person, but it's really just me, interacting with my feminine nature. Some may call me crazy for that. Hey, I don't business. I interact with myself, I enjoy my company, I enjoy my feminine nature. I am in tune to that, so I enjoy it. I enjoy being in tune to that nature, that nurture side of me. And yet again, as I was saying, like, yeah, I'm gonna put your ass down, Mr. Masculine. You wanna eat that just to soothe and, you know, suit your ego because that's what your ego wants. Well, hey, I'm gonna show you who's in control, ego. I'm gonna show you. So, you know, I was very energetic during, feeling very energy depleted today from just simply eating, you know, popcorn. And this being said, it's because yet again, all of my energy now is being directed into breaking down something that has nothing, no nutrients, no vitamins, no live enzymes in it whatsoever. And it's taken from my healthy cells, it's taken from my live enzymes that I already currently have within my body to break down and process that. So she was like, you gotta rest and build back up your energy, you know, don't do shit. And I was like, alright, fine. And to listen, and then, you know, it had some sunlight, so she was like, hey, go outside and take some good energy in your system now, put some energy back in. You know, and I also had a couple coconuts, you know, I had some coconuts stored. So, you know, I drank about 4 coconuts. So, boy, that actually put some live enzymes right back into my system. I didn't feel good instantly, but hey, I got instant flush out though. Instant flush out. That gut was like, yeah. And yet again, I went and lay down in the sunlight and recharge, replenish the energy. Hey, and universe sent a subliminal to me, which I also said, you know, I don't really want to talk about that, but the universe was like, yeah, share your experience, share your experience. So I was like, you know, alright, well, let's do some research. So I started to do some more research, and which brings me to the part where I have written down. So this is science. This is science that I'm speaking about here. Harvard Medical School in Massachusetts did a study in a general hospital where they conducted a study of 130,000 people for over 36 years. They looked at the lifestyle and they studied the immortality, sorry, immortality, you know, the longevity of their lifespans based on those who were eating meat, those who were eating animal-based products, and based on those who were actually eating a more plant-based diet. So what they realized is that eating plant-based actually helps you to live a longer life, helps you to stay away from, you know, diseases, heart diseases. Eating plant-based, getting your sources of protein from plant-based substances are actually more beneficial for your longevity in life, you know. And what this system has done to us is teach us that meat is the only way that we can get the protein that our body needs. So I also have us to write down this. Spirulina has a 65% 65 to 71% of the protein that your body needs. It's a complete protein source. It's a complete source of protein. Beef only has 22% of the protein. So in a nutshell, spirulina is actually tripled in the source of protein over beef. And to top that off, there's also something called, you know, E3 Live, AFA. This is our next superfood that actually has more protein than spirulina. This is one of the best foods on the planet, and not much people know about it. I didn't even know about it until I got this message from researching, and it came from the source of Ralph Smart. That just showed me yet again how much there is to learn about foods, how much that we don't know about foods, how much that we have been lied to about foods. And it just goes to show that, just like me eating the popcorn just to soothe my ego, because yet again I felt like dabbling with it. Well then, hey, I had also deal with the consequences thereafter. So my system now had to put me down to deal with that. And hence, this is the same thing that goes on, you know. That's all I have written down. This is the same thing that goes on in dealing with anything artificial, you know, aside from just the meat. All of those artificial products, you know, are created specifically to harm us, which is to control our brains, which is to put our body in a state where it's constantly using its energy to fight off diseases, to fight off bacteria. So now your energy is being depleted and drained on a regular. So this is why a lot of people are always, you know, in that state of amnesia or even self to top it off. Aside from the energy that your body using to break that down, eating meats also, like the living foods. Meat is alive, a living food, right? Until you kill the animal and you know you get you put that in your body, now it becomes dead. But the energy from the animal, the frequency, the vibration that animal was, you know, vibrating at, when you put that into your body, it affects your energy on a soul based level. But again, as like I said, I'm just raising awareness. You all don't have to listen to me. Eat where you want to eat, do what you want to do. But I'm just raising awareness. This is based on my experiences also in dealing with these things. So a lot of people also, you know, suffer with fear. You know, they tend to get nightmares, or they just simply tend to be very anxious, and sometimes they don't even know why they're anxious. They don't really have any reason to be anxious. They're not really overthinking about anything, but they just happen to just feel some type of anxiety just rise out of the blue. But again, this is because of the energy that you have intake, whether it be from an animal product. Just as that animal was dying, just as that animal was feeling, you will feel that way too. Hence again, the next thing that is bad for us, that is very addictive, is cheese, dairy, milk. These things cause a lot of inflammation in the body, cause a lot of inflammation in the cells. These things are also injected by the government systems for the cows to, you know, produce the milk faster at a rapid pace for our consummation, you know. And that in itself, the calf's milk is already has its own. Hey, don't go floating away, slippers. Slippers almost went floating away. Yeah, the calf's milk from cows are already naturally high in a growth formula that is specifically made for a 100-pound baby cow. And guess what? We are the only species that drinks milk after its infant stage, whereas cows don't even drink milk after its infant state. Also, we are the only species that drinks another animal species milk to sustain on, to get calcium for our bones. Cashew nuts has calcium for our bones. Another thing that has calcium in it for our bones, almond nuts. We can get calcium just from nuts. We can get these things. Everything that we need or that our body needs, nature has already put that in the soil, in the foods, in the plants. You know, some may say, but hey, plants are living organisms too. That's completely different, because, you know, a plant was made specifically for us, you know, for us to consume, because yet again, it has the live enzymes that our body needs. We are electronic beings. We are energetic beings. This is why eating live foods are the most beneficial to us. This is why I always recommend coconuts, because hey, those coconuts, look at me now, after feeling down and out, as those coconuts settled in my body now, And as I step into the heart of nature and grounded myself, hey, feels so good to be alive, baby. You're telling me natural flow don't work? You're telling me natural flow don't heal fast? Look at me now, bright, shining like never before. Just from putting back the live enzymes that my body had also used to break down something called popcorn. So I can only imagine what goes on or what used to go on with me even when I was in the system, when I was dealing with things like dairy and meats and all of these different things. And I'm still learning about foods. I'm still learning about new things, new ideas, new foods. What are the benefits of these foods? How can they help me? I'm still learning about these things. So I'm just sharing as I learn along the way, and I yet again have my own experience. You see, no one didn't have to tell me to change my diet to a plant-based diet. This came to me intuitively when I was embarking on my spiritual journey. When I first awakened, this came to me naturally. I just thought it was only for a period of time to clean out my system. So I just listened to what my soul was telling me. I followed the guidance of what my soul was telling me, and I started to fast. I was to go through fasting, just drinking water, and these things actually cleansed my gut very quickly and also in tune me to my soul. Also, this is how I got my first awakening. This is how I got my first third eye opening, just by going natural and staying away from artificial products. But yet again, I thought it was just for a period of time. And now, not just because you're plant-based means that you're healthy, by the way, because I also know individuals who are plant-based and they're not healthy because there's a lot of fake vegan food out there. So always use your intuition. Like dealing with being an actual plant-based individual, you kind of need to deal with getting fresh food from the markets, or better fed, planting your own foods. These things are necessities for living this way, because really there's almost nothing that you could go in a grocery and say, well, hey, I could eat that and I will sit down good with it, because a grocery is just packed with information. Only thing that I really get from a grocery is beans or nuts, and yet again, if the nuts is not pure, if it's seasoned with anything, I know that it is not the best of my body. But yet still, I say I'm not perfect. I do tend to dabble with a little bit of artificial seasoning in those nuts, but in low quantities, because I know it's going to fuck me up. This is why I stopped eating things like peanuts. Ever so often, if I feel in a blue moon to eat some, I'll eat some. But discipline myself, listening to myself, listening to what I know my feminine nature wants and what is the best thing for my body. I eat for my health, I eat for my strength. My health is my wealth. Again, as I say, do whatever you want to do, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of alternatives. Like example for cheese, there are ways that you can make your own cheese. You can actually make cheese with cashew nuts. There are cheese recipes out there that other plant-based individuals have tried and used to get their cheese. Because I know making a transition from eating an unhealthy lifestyle into eating a plant-based lifestyle, it's a lot. It takes a lot out of you, and it does add a little bit of mental stress, and stress also creates disease in the body. So I also say to you, do what makes you feel happy, do what makes you feel genuinely healthy, feel good. But if again, I'm just raising awareness. There's a solution, there's a plant-based solution for everything that the Matrix has told you that we need. There is a plant-based source for it. Example, fiber actually heals our muscles. Actually helps our tissues in our body regenerate very fast. And they've taught us that yet again, meat is the only thing that can help us build our protein boosters, like fake protein powders, whereas chia seeds also has a impactful a lot of protein in it. I ate some yesterday, chana, chickpeas. That is high in protein. I also mixed in some lentil peas in that. High in protein. All of this is protein. There's so much plant sources that gives you the protein that your body needs, that will actually help you build muscle way faster, because these sources break down in your body way faster than the meats. And yet again, it boosts you. It actually gives you what you need. Your body doesn't have, like, if it goes there and it sits in your gut, it doesn't have to be like, what to do with this? No, because it knows this. It's familiar with it. These things are created for it. So it's like, ooh, this is why plant-based foods break down the fastest in your body, because this is what your body was made for. You know? But again, as I say, you don't have to believe me, you don't have to follow. No, do you, do whatever you choose to do. It's your life. I'm just here raising awareness. And to top that off, hey, feels so good to be alive, baby. Yeah. To top that off, juices, smoothies, liquids. These sauces, like when you mix in or you blend up these sauces, coconut milk, make some coconut milk in some of your smoothies, whatever you choose to put in your smoothies to give you the nutrients, the boosters, you know, that green juice. This actually is one of the best ways to consume foods, aside from chewing and, you know, using your teeth, because that is actually where the digestive system starts, you know, in your mouth. This is why your saliva starts to break down the food, yet again to put it in a more liquid form to go into the gut. This is why we chew. This is why, you know, we have that saliva. So hence, if we blend up certain foods, you know, blend it up into a more liquid form, it gives our body less work to break it down when it goes into the gut. You know, when it goes into the gut, the nutrients just starts to distribute almost instantly, because it's already liquefied. It's already, you know, in that broken down form. So this is why, yet again, we are made up of water. You know, and water is yet again an essential part for our body. Yet again, as I was saying earlier on about the purification of water. Also, part of my KO state today was because my body was lacking water. So this is why the coconut water also helped boost me now to give me back energy. And now coming out here into the heart of nature, I got some more fresh spring water. So now I'm feeling great. And the only thing I ate today was 4 bananas, some coconut water, drank some coconut water, and then some spring water. And now I'm energized again. So easy, just like that, just like that. This is what comes from, you know, living natural based, living plant based. This is the benefits of it. More energy, healthier skin, longevity. Hey, but you do whatever you choose to do. But so often I'll make one video out of the blue just based on food, like I did today. So do some research. Science is proven that plants are the most beneficial for us. A lot of studies, even the China study, even there are people like Dr. Sebi, who I also learned from. He speaks about holistic healing, just living from live enzymes based, but yet again his dietary plan was also created for people with diseases, you know, specifically. But hey, if you can prevent a disease, why not do that? If you could eat something plant-based that is preventing a disease in your body, why not do that? This is why I use my consciousness. I choose to put what's right for my body. I'm not 100% perfect. I don't try to be perfect. I will always say this, so I always say do you. But slowly but surely, as you cut down, you cut down, you cut down, you get better and better and better and better and better and stronger and stronger and stronger and more powerful, more mentally strong. Your mind starts to, you know, work at, hey, an advanced rate. Your mind does. Your body also starts to feel way better. no more constipation, no more, hey, period cramps actually comes from dairy products, by the way. No more period cramps. And as for males, you know, we have more energy. Look at gorillas, man. They sit around eating bananas all day. And these more strong as fuck. Look at the panda, man. They eat bamboo all day and look how fat they are. Look at the giraffe, man. They eat grass all day and look at how tall they are. Look at their body structure. Look at a cow, man. They eat grass all day. Look at how fat it is. Hey, fellas. Come on, man. Come on. Science has proven it. I'm not here to fight anybody. I'm just here to raise the awareness. As I say, you do whatever you choose to do, but I'm only here to speak my truth. I'm not here to say what others want me to say. No, I'm here to say what is the truth of who I am, the truth of my experiences, the truth of what my life, what living in this realm, living in this physical existence has shown me, and that's all I'm doing. Again, if you choose that, if you choose to follow, if you choose to listen, hey, I give thanks and I'm grateful that, hey, I helped you. Because this is all I'm about. Helping you with your health, helping you with your mental health, helping you connect to your soul. Fasting, one of the best ways to connect to your soul. But you know, you don't have to fast all the time. Just do some intermittent fasting. You know, at least once a week, 18 hours. Or if you can go a whole day, 24 hours, just off of liquids alone. Hey, you're a G. I do that almost every other day, by the way. But I've been told also by the universe, hey, I don't have to because my system is fairly clean. But you know, well, for when I eat things like popcorn, well, hey, I gotta clean my gut out. Or for when I eat things like peanuts, well, hey, I gotta clean my gut out. You know, I always try to keep my body light and, you know, energized, so that I can come out here every day and raise the frequency. Oh, this has been the first time that I've made a whole video about food. It lasted, what, 32 minutes shit? Moving on to 33. Hey, whoever sat through this whole thing, you really care about your health, man. Tap that like button and share this. If someone else out there needs to hear this. I am Peacekeeper. I hope you enjoyed this message. And again, I hope that I helped you become 1% stronger and learn something today about your health. Listen to your body, listen to your feminine nature. Trust your intuition, because she will only help you put in what's best for you. Animals are our friends too, by the way. Come on. Animals have been given a life just as us to live and experience life. You know, we gotta appreciate the animals, man. I'm out.